Today, I wanted to discuss the topic of tech debts. So, for people who don't know what tech debts are, it's typically, in a product, a lot of times the customers will see only the visible features and capabilities in the product. So, if a CRM system, they know how to add a customer and how to log activities, etc. But from engineering team perspective, at the background, there are a lot of things that needs to be fixed continuously. So, tech debts typically will include things like better code, optimized code for performance. Some scalability issues, at some point these things will break, or even unit testing that's not covered for certain areas. So a lot of things, whatever that happens in the background, most of the time only the developers and the engineering team know those problems, not the outside world. Sometimes not even the QA will know what are those things hiding behind the scene. Some companies religiously go fix tech debts continuously as a process, because the thing is when you do a release notes, you are not going to mention anything on that release notes what you have fixed in that particular release. So your release notes may not look that exciting. So that's why they delay it a lot of times and they don't really fix their tech debts. I just want to show you why it's so important. Recently, we encountered a situation where Document 360 is one of our products, and we had to fix a tech debt that costed us more than $500,000. But still we went ahead and then decided to fix it because that's the right thing to do. So I'll give you a bit more context. So Document 360 is a knowledge-based product. So you can go to, for example, support.airtable.com. The site is actually built on Document 360. Airtable is our customer. So we help companies to build those public knowledge bases. In the initial days of Document 360, we used an architecture to render that front-end application. And over the years, when the application got bigger and bigger, we reached a point where our original architecture is not good enough, and we need to rewrite it in a completely new stack to give better performance, better elegance, and then SEO aspects and various other factors. We thought that's the right decision to make. But the problem is, since we delayed this decision for so long, and at the same time we are also accumulating customers, the backward compatibility becomes so difficult, because all these customers, I think close to some 800 or 1,000 customers, are using the old model and they implemented things, and unless otherwise we go and break it or run in parallel two different versions of it, we are not going to address the problem. So the reason it costed us over $500,000 is we had to engage with a third-party vendor to employ some 6 full-time people to help those customers migrate. We could have used our own team to do it, but that's not the right use of our team, so we went for an outsourced model. That project will run close to 9 to 12 months for us to move all of them into this new platform. So that's why it costed us. But from a leader perspective, whether it's an engineering leader or a CEO, when you got a long-term vision where you will be, when you have in the future, when you have 25,000 customers, those tough calls need to be made right at the beginning of the product evolution. So that is the main thing I wanted to communicate today. And don't delay your tech debts. Have a policy in place where you're continuously addressing your tech debts and making your product better and better.